To everyone. So dear student, welcome back to online classes. So here in the month of April we had already completed our chapter number 1 and 2 and I had given you the notes, isn't it? So dear student, if you are having any doubt related to chapter 1 and 2, you can directly ask me through my WhatsApp number. So here we are going to start chapter number 3, data handling. So, before starting the chapter, we are going to see some of the definitions. So, here is the definition. First definition is data handling. Data handling, isn't it? Everybody know what is the data handling. Suppose we are having a school and from classes 1 to 12. And in class 1, we are having 6 sections. Okay. So, how many numbers of girls and how many numbers of boys are there in section A? Similarly for B, C, D, E. Okay, like that we will collect the data. And using that number of girls and boys from each section of class 1, we are going to draw one bar graph. Or we are going to collect that data in a group. So that kind of collections is said to be a data handling, and that data is going to be represented with the help of a pie chart, pictograph, bar graph, double bar graph, histogram, isn't it? So such kinds of data which are helpful to represent in the form of pictograph, then bar graph, double bar graph are said to be as a data handling. Clear everyone? So basically data handling depends on 3 types. First is the arithmetic mean, second is the mode, and third is the median. Okay, mean, mode, median. So first arithmetic means, here we are having the word arithmetic mean, and in short we are going to say it as a mean. So what is an arithmetic mean or mean? So it is sum of all the observation upon total number of observation. What do you mean by arithmetic mean? Sum of all the observation upon total number of observation. This is arithmetic mean. Suppose we are having 5 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. If it is asked to find the mean of this number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So total number is how many? 5 are there. So first we are going according to the formula, sum of all observation means, that means 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, and total number of observation means how many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that will be divided by 5. Okay, so add it. 5 plus 4 is 9, 9 plus 1 is 10, 10 plus 3 is 13, 13 plus 2 is 15, isn't it? So 15 will be divided by 5, so the answer comes as 3. So 3 is the arithmetic mean. Clear? So in this way we are going to find the arithmetic mean. Next we are having mode. Mode means highest occurrence. The observation that occurs most often or many times is called highest occurrence. Suppose I am having a data 1, 2, 3, 2, 6, 2, 8, 2. Now look at here, the number 2 is occurred or observed many times. How many times it occurs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 times. So that what is mod over here? 2 is mod. हाईएस्ट ऑकरेंस मीन्स ऐसा पर्टिकुलर नंबर जो बहुत बार रिपीट होता है, दैट काइंड ऑफ नंबर्स इज सेड टू बी एज अ मॉड. So that in short it is said to be as the highest occurrence or maximum occurrence, or the observation that occurs most often is said to be as a mode. Clear everyone? What do you mean by median? Median means, in median, here n I didn't written, so please write it here n. It is not media, it is median. In median, data are arranged in ascending or descending order. Okay, dear student, before telling this median, I would like to tell you two methods are there to find the median. First method and second method. So both the method I will tell you. Whichever the method you feel convenient, that you can do it in your copy. Okay, so median, what do you mean median? First, whatever the data 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 6, 4, like this the data is being given. These data are arranged in the ascending or descending order. Okay, we are going to arrange this data in the form of ascending or descending order. Suppose I had arranged this data in the ascending order, smaller to greater. Okay, so small 1, then 2, 3, 4, 4, 4 and 6. I had arranged the data as an ascending order. Now the central observation is the median. Which is the central observation? This is the 3 number. This is also the 3 number. So this one is the center. जो सेंटर में नंबर होगा that is called as median. Clear? This is the first method. Second method is very simple. It is said to be as a formula method in order to find the median. So in this, suppose we are having the number as I had arranged 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4. This is the data which we had used above as an example. So these data are arranged in the ascending order. You can arrange it either in the ascending order or the descending order. That does not matter. So how many total numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So n is 7. The capital N is 7. Now look, n is odd number or even number? It is an odd number. So if it is an odd number, we are going to utilize this formula, that is in place of n plus 1 upon 2 th term. So in place of n, we are going to use 7 plus 1 upon 2 th term. Okay, so 7 plus 1 is 8, 8 by 2, that is 1, 1 and 4. So what is 4? 4 the term, fourth term, that means fourth position. Which term is there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So fourth position is 4. It means the median will be 4. Clear? Using both the method, either using the formula method or the central method which is above, both the method answer will become same. Clear? Suppose the answer is in the form of even number. Even suppose 6 is coming, n is equals to 6. So we are going to use this formula. So n plus 6 plus 1 upon 2 th position plus 6 upon 2 th, isn't it? So here a 6 plus 1 7 will come, isn't it? Here which comes 6 3 th, isn't it? So divided by 2. So n by 2 will be divided plus 3. So here we are going to divide it by 2 and get the term, that means position we will find out. Okay, so that kind of thing is said to be as an n is even. So this is the formula method. So as we are having very short exercise related to mean, mod, median, so you can use any of the method. Generally in your class n is given as an odd number, but when you are going to the higher classes, n can be represented as even also. Okay, next, bar graph or a double bar graph. This already you people know how to represent a bar graph and a double bar graph. If two data are given, double bar graph is going to be used. If a single data is given, a bar graph is going to be used. And you people very well know how to draw the graph. Since it is a graph chapter, we are going to use this bar graph and a double bar graph. Now the last definition of your this chapter number 3, data handling, okay, is probability. Probability means, student, it is a chance of happening or not. Suppose we will take a best example, a coin. Okay, we are having a coin and everybody know a coin is having two sides, one is head, another is a tail, isn't it? So if we are going to toss a coin, this is the head of the coin, this is the tail of the coin. So if we are going to toss a coin means hawa mein uchhalna. Okay, so if we are going to toss a coin, whether I will know which one, either head will come or tail will come, I was not knowing until and unless the coin will not come back to its position, I will not knowing, isn't it? So that kind of situation is said to be as a probability. चांस ऑफ हैपनिंग और नॉट हैपनिंग, हो सकता है या नहीं भी हो सकता है, लाइक दैट. सपोज आफ्टर 1 hour will be after 1 hour, are you sure that there will be a rain? No, I am not sure. You were also not sure, isn't it? So that kind of surety or not surety is said to be as a probability, or maybe it can happen or may cannot be it happen. So that kind of condition is said to be as a probability. So the situation that may or may not happen has a chance of happening is called probability. Clear everyone? So here we are going to see the first question from exercise 3.1. First question is find the range of any 10 students of your class. Since we are not having the data range, it means we will see in the solution. Range, what we have to do is we have to just it is same as, no difference will be there. So in that range what we are going to do, we are going to find the highest observation and the lowest observation which will be subtracted. Suppose highest observation and lowest observation will be, what will be the formula for the range is, range is equals to highest observation minus lowest observation. Suppose highest height in your class is 55 centimeter and lowest height is 35 centimeter. So both the data will be going to be subtracted. So 5 minus 5 0, 5 minus 3 will be how much? 2. So range is 20. Like this we are going to find the range. Okay. Second question is organize the following marks in a class assessment in a tabular form. So here we have to create a telemark. Everybody know how to create a telemark, isn't it? Creating the bunch of 5 bundles, 1 2 3 4 and this one is the 5th. Like that we are going to use. And from where these bunches of a bundle we are going to see, from the given data. That data are 4 6 7 5 3 5. These are the data. Clear? Third question is find the mean of the first 5 whole number. Whole number means when any counting numbers we are going to add the 0, it becomes a whole number. So we are going to find the mean. Mean, that means sum of all observation upon total number of observations. So we are going to see 0. These are the whole numbers, that is 0 1 2 3 4, first 5 whole numbers. Then we are going to add all the first 5 whole numbers, isn't it? That will be divided by 5 since it is set as 5 whole number. We will get the required answer. Clear everyone? Next question we are having the fourth question. A cricketer scores the following runs in 8 lining, that is 58, 76, 40, 35, 46, 45, 0, 100. Find the mean score. Mean, that means we have to use the formula, that is sum of all observation upon total number of observation. Next question we are having the following table points each of the players score in the 4 games. So here game 1, game 2, game 3, game 4 are given and players are A, B, C. Their scores is being given and we have to answer the following question. Okay, so today in this video we are going to see question 1 to 5. Rest this question 6 to 9 we will going to see in the next video. So here is the solution for the first question. So as I told you, what is the first question is find the range. So as we are not having the heights of from your class, so we are taking as assumptions. Okay, suppose Gunjan, Aditi, Nikhil, Akhil, Riya, Akshat, Abhishek, Mayank, Rahul, Ayush. These students are of your class and their height is being given like this. Clear? Now you can see that the highest height of who's the highest height, that is 5.5, 5.2, 3. So highest height will be 5.3. Clear? Range is what? Highest observation minus lowest observation. This is the formula for a range. So highest height is 5.3 and lowest height is how much? That is 4.2. Clear? So subtract it, what you will get? You will get the 1.1 in feet. Clear? So this is called a range. You can change the data since the height is being taken by me. So you can use any of the height. You can use 6.1, 6.2. This height also you can use because here we had considered. That's why. So this is the range. Range formula is highest observation minus lowest observation. ओके सबसे बड़ा नंबर जो है सबसे छोटे नंबर से जब सब्सट्रैक्ट होगा तो वो जो आंसर आएगा उसको रेंज बोलते हैं. ठीक है, अंडरस्टूड. Next question number 2 we are having here. Here what is said in the question, we have to make a tally mark, isn't it? So question number 2, the data is given, that data we are going to arrange it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 up to 9 the numbers is given in the question. That numbers represent how many times, मतलब वो कितने बार occur हुआ है, that we will see. So dear student, here the tally mark is not clearly given, so here I am drawing the tally mark. Okay, so number 1 is occurs only one time, so only one stick will be there. 2 occurs 2 times in the data, so 2 sticks will be there. Then 3 occurs, so 1 stick will be there. Then 4 occurs how many times? 3 times, so 1, 2, 3, clear. Then the number 5 occurs 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, clear. 6 occurs 4 times, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 7 occurs 2 times, 8 occurs 1 time and 9 occurs 1 time. Like this the data are given over here. You people very well know how to make the tally mark, isn't it? So in this way you have to make the tally mark. Now in the question 2 it is asked that which is the highest height, which is the highest height. So the highest, not height, which number is the highest, which number is the highest it is asked. So which number is the highest, that is 9. Then which number is the lowest, that is 1. Obviously 9 is the greater number and smaller number is a 1. Okay, that's why it is asked is highest number is 9 and the lowest number is 1. And since if it will be asked to find the range, so range formula is highest observation minus lowest observation. So what is highest number is 9 and the lowest number is 1. So range will be 9 minus 1, that will be 8. Okay, clear everyone? Then in the next part of the question, fourth part, it is asked about the arithmetic mean. So what is arithmetic mean formula is sum of all observation upon total number of observations. So adding all the data, whatever the data is given in the question, that is 4, 6, 7, 5, 3, 5, 4, 5, 2, 6, 2, 5, 1, 9, 6, 5, 8, 4, 6 and 7. All these data you are going to add it, and how many total data will be there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. So that total will be divided by 20. So how many total data will be there after addition? That is 100, and that will be divided by 20. So it will become how much? 5. So what is arithmetic mean? Answer will be 5. Clear everyone? Next question is find the mean of the first 5 whole number. First 5 whole number, as I told you while explaining the question, is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 are the first 5 whole number. What is mean formula is, that is sum of all observation upon total number of observation. And student, the words, the formula words depends on question. जैसे क्वेश्चन में यहाँ नंबर बोला है, तो सम ऑफ ऑल ऑब्जर्वेशन की जगह सम ऑफ ऑल नंबर अपॉन टोटल नंबर ऐसा आ जाएगा. सो दैट वर्ड्स और द फॉर्मूला word will be depend on question. Okay, so add all the numbers 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 upon 5. So here it will be 10 divided by 5, that is 2. So this is 2 is the answer. Clear everyone? Thus the mean of first 5 whole number is 5. Next question number 4, it is said that about the cricketer. A cricketer scores the following runs in 8 innings: 58, 76, 40, 35, 46, 45, 0 and 100. Okay, now what you have to do is you have to find the mean. So mean is sum of all observation upon total number of observation, that sum of score upon total number of score, or inning, number of inning, both are same formula only. So adding all the data, that is 58 plus 76 plus 40 plus 35 plus 46 plus 45 plus 0 plus 100 will be divided by 8. How 8 comes? Because the number of data are 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it will be divided by 8. So after adding the observation comes at 400, that is divided by 8, so it will becomes the answer as 50. So what is the mean we are having over here? The mean we are having as 50. Clear everyone? Now the next question number 5. Mean in the question number 5 it is said that 4 games are there and players are 3, A, B, C. Okay. Now in each player mean, in the first question it is asked that find the mean of determines A average number of points scored per game. So since in the question A, fifth question A part it is said that to find the mean we are going to add. So what is the number we are having? 14 plus 16 plus 10 plus 10. This is the data we are having. How many games are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 games are there, so it will be divided by 4, isn't it? So total will 50 will come. That 50 will divided by 4. So the answer mean of the first A part of the question number 5 is 12.5. Clear everyone? In the second part of the question it is asked that to find the mean number of points per game for C, would you divide the total points by 3 or by 4? Why? So here we are going to see. In the C, you can see the data. In this C question, C player is there. The C player, जो C player है वो game 3 did not played. He did not play the game 3rd. That means he is going to participate in game 1, game 2 and game 4, but he did not participate in game 3. It is given in the question. So we should divide the total points, whatever, if it is asked to find the mean. So what will be the mean is 8 plus 11 plus 13, and that will be divided by 3. Why it is? Because that player did not participate in the 3rd game, that's why. So how many games is left? 1, 2 and that 4th, so that will be 3. Clear? So in this way you are going to find. Now in the third part of the question, what is said in the third part of the question? B played in all the 4 games, how would you find the mean? So B's scores are, that is, what is mean formula is sum of all observation upon total number of observation. So 0 plus 8 plus 6 plus 4 divided by 4, because he had participated in all the 4 games, so it will be divided by 4. So adding the above data, it will be 18 divided by 4, so the mean will come as 4.5. Clear everyone? Now the fourth question, who is the best performer? Now after finding the mean of players, what we had finded in the A, that is 12.5. B we had finded as 4.5, and C, that means 8 plus 11 plus 13, isn't it? Since he did not participate in the 3rd game, so it will be 3rd game. तीसरा वाला जो गेम था वो उसने participate नहीं किया. So total 4 games are there, and out of the 4 games he did not participate in one of the games, so it will be divided by 3. So that 32 will be divided by 3, so the answer will be 10.67. So here you can see that 12.5, 4.5, 10.67. Okay, so which one is the best performer? That is player A. Therefore, comparing all the players, player A is the best performer. So here student, we are going to end our video for today. Tomorrow we are going to see question number 6, 7, 8, 9 from exercise 3.1 chapter number 3 data handling from NCERT book. So if you are having any doubt, can ask me to my personal WhatsApp number. Okay, so for today, thank you everyone.